Hello and welcome to FPS Coach. My name is Rambo Kim, and in this video, I'm going to analyze the mouse grip of ScreaM, regarded as one of the best aimers in all of FPS gaming. In fact, during his 7 years competing in CSGO, he averaged an insane headshot percentage of 68, the current all-time highest amongst any CSGO professional. Famously known for his one-taps, ScreaM was CSGO's 7th best player in 2013 and 9th best player in 2016 according to HLTV's yearly player ratings. ScreaM retired from CSGO in early 2020 and transitioned to play Valorant for Team Liquid. I'll go ahead and play a few minutes showcasing ScreaM's incredible aiming skills and then do a full breakdown of his grip and how it can help yours. Throughout ScreaM's career, his grip has been the exact same except for his ring finger. Depending on his mouse, the ring finger is either slightly grazing the mouse pad or slightly above it. His grip is what I'd call a true claw grip, or fingertip grip, as none of his palm is on the mouse. The claw grip is one of the most challenging grips to master as it's the most unstable due to the very little surface contact between the hand and mouse. With only the fingertips controlling the mouse, there's a tendency to have shakier aim as the mouse picks up the tiniest of movements. However, the extra space between the hand and mouse provides freedom of motion that can be used to aim the micro motions that a palm grip cannot. If you feel like you have a great sense of touch in your fingers and you do not have a tendency to have shaky aim, I would recommend experimenting with the claw grip as it is the most versatile. Another unique position of ScreaM's grip is that his mouse is overly rotated towards his monitor. This is why every mouse that he uses is a right-handed shaped mouse. As I experimented with this amount of rotation, I felt my pinky finger hooking onto the bottom right side of the mouse. If the mouse has a lower palm height, only the pinky may hook onto the mouse. But if the mouse has a high palm profile, the pinky and the bony palm area just below the pinky will also hook onto the mouse. For me personally, I feel much more comfortable and stable with both the pinky and the palm on the mouse. But for ScreaM, he prefers only the pinky as seen in this image. As for his thumb, there is definitely a slight bend with only the thumbprint on the mouse. This position is important because it provides the opposing side pressure along with the pinky. A checkpoint when experimenting with this grip is to hold the mouse with only the thumb and pinky and lift the mouse in the air. If the mouse is gripped incorrectly, you'll feel the mouse wanting to rotate or wobble in your hand with both your pinky and thumb straining to keep the mouse stable. If gripping correctly, the mouse should feel stable and there shouldn't be any strain in the pinky or thumb because the weight of the mouse is balanced in the hand. As for the position of the ring finger, this will depend on your hand and finger size and the shape of your mouse. For me, I prefer the ring finger above the mouse pad, allowing my pinky to do all the side pressure, but for you, it might feel better to include the ring finger. As I mentioned previously, this is the only variance in ScreaM's grip, which depends on the mouse he is using. After the thumb, pinky, and ring finger are positioned, the pointer and middle finger should simply drop onto the mouse. It should feel completely natural with a curvature that matches the hand position, as if you would simply rest the hand on the table with zero tension. With this pronounced curve, only the tips of the pointer and middle finger should be on the mouse. With the grip complete, there are two methods of aiming with this claw grip style. The first method, which I personally prefer, is to maintain the exact amount of space between the hand and the mouse at all times. Or in other words, whenever I maneuver the mouse, I do not want the mouse shifting in my hand, causing the space between my hand and the mouse to change shape or form. The second method is to utilize the extra space between the hand to aim the micro motions as seen here in this video. Using the fingers to aim with this extra space is much faster aiming the micro motions compared to using the wrist or forearm. If you have short fingers, you'll obviously have less space to work with, but this could provide more stability. whereas long fingers provide more space, but at the cost of being unstable. As for ScreaM's forearm position, throughout his career, he has switched from having only the wrist on the table to having most of the forearm on the table. I'll leave a link in the description box with a video going into detail about the wrist only position. And for the remainder of the video, I'll play more clips of ScreaM's amazing aim skills. Give the video a thumbs up if it was helpful, and check out my webpage for more info on my FPS aiming course.
They have Deagle.
Banana. Flash. One. I have one more flash.
2 more banana.
Flashing.
Woo! For sure. Yeah. He's got 1 bullet in it. He's reloaded. He's got 1 bullet. Oh! ScreaM!